Um, hey, it's Julia, Lee Vanity TV. Um, it's like, what time is it? It's like 1 in the morning, and I have school tomorrow. Uh, but I want to record videos this year, and years next, and years next, and years next. This is really late. I just watched a Amanda Todd video and the reactions from the TheFineBros. And that really got to me because I have problems myself. And I know everyone does. But I know people, and I've done it before, what Amanda done. And it's just sad. I was just thinking, right after I watched that, I said, I wish I could just have the guts to kill myself. I'd have the guts to kill myself with bleach, but that's about it. I can't pick up a knife and cut myself. I don't have the guts. And I know people who do have the guts to do that, and that's what worries me. Some of my friends do it. And so, what it does is worry me. And, it's just sad. And I'm 14. I'm a freshman at Greenwood High School in Bowling Green, Kentucky. My name is Julia Fretz, and I'm 250 pounds. And I don't look it if you look at my body for me. I look a lot less, but people still make fun of me like I'm like over 600 pounds. I know it's bad at my weight now. My hair's in my face. I know my weight's bad, but I love myself. And I keep trying and trying and trying, and it just doesn't help. And next year at Greenwood, I'm already planning on making an anti-bullying club thing to kind of get it around. Because at the end of the year in all my classes, I'm going to be sitting there in every class doing the same speech over again for 6 classes. And hopefully next year in the beginning, I'll be able to, do it for the whole school. Because my own cousins sit there and make fun of me at my own school just because they're better than me. Just because they have more money. Just because they think that their looks mean everything. And not a lot of preppy people should believe that. Having money doesn't mean that you have everything. That's entirely not true. I have money. Well, my family has money. I don't feel like I rule the world. I don't feel like I have the need to bully people. If the only way I'd ever bully someone, and it makes me feel horrible, is because if they bully me. And I feel like that's kind of not right, and I know it's not, but it helps me from, not like crying or anything, like sitting there and crying at school like I used to, because I'm already considered weak. Why be weaker, Like, everyone will sit there and look at me, like all my friends will sit there and be like, oh, your eyes are so pretty, or your makeup's so pretty, your face is so beautiful, it's just so pretty. And I sit there and look at myself, said, are my boobs hanging out enough? Can people see me? Do I need to be like that, have everything out? I conceal myself more and more and more and more. But lately, since I've been in high school, I've been showing off a lot more, I've sent, boob pics, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going any farther than that. I don't care if anyone would make fun of me for it. Go ahead. That's fine. Look at a lot of people. They've done it before too. They have mistakes. They're just trying to fit in by smoking weed, drinking, doing so much bad stuff that could end up getting them killed. And It's horrible because there's so many beautiful people out there that are wasting their lives away smoking weed. Well, not so much smoking weed, drinking and partying, snorting, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you you can sit there and look at yourself in the mirror and every day being like, today's gonna be a great day because I love myself. Or you sit there and be like, what should I wear? What should I do? Should I look prettier? Should I try to impress him? Should I try to impress her? Who should I have sex with? That's not choices you should be making as a freshman. Or actually, the only time you should actually really start thinking about that is in your senior year. But of course, no one's going to sit there and listen to me. You're only going to listen to yourselves. And that's why you gotta sit there and think for yourself. How can I do this? How can I do this? Because in Dark Dreams by Blood on the Dance Floor, they say that nightmares are supposed to be bad, but they're not. They're supposed to help you from, getting lost. And that's how I take bad dreams. I take bad dreams now, like if I'm being chased by a psychotic killer, I should watch out for my back because someone's going to backstab me. And I got backstabbed. Not soon after that. Like, just a couple days ago, me and one of my best friends, Shelby, we got in a fight. And just that day on the bus, I was sitting there saying, no matter what, if we get in a fight, we'll still be friends. Because, that's what best friends do. We have fights, but we still stay there for each other. And, having friends like that, friends that go through the same stuff you do, that's the friends you need. You don't need to surround yourself with people who smoke weed or do drugs. And then there's girls at my school that want to do drugs. I mean, I've done weed. It gives me a bad high. So I don't do that. I've drank. It doesn't satisfy me or in any way. It's just another beverage that I don't quite frankly like a lot of it. So I don't plan on being a very big drinker, which is good. This is a good thing. Of course, having a little bit of alcohol in your system every once in a while, that's perfectly fine because it's better for your health. Having like a cup of wine, you learn that in health class. But like my classes, I start out in PE right now. This is 4th quarter. I'm in PE, then I go to biology, then I go to history, then I go to Spanish 2, then I go to English 1, then I go to algebra 1. And in almost every class, someone hates me or someone doesn't like me. Okay, that's fine. But don't hate me because, I give you dirty look. Okay, well, you should probably think, why is she doing that? Have I gave her a dirty look before? Have I been rude to her? Is there a reason should I be, throwing frisbees at me? Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I know you threw it by the coincidence that it accidentally landed in front of me in front of a wiffle ball. Because I'm not stupid. I have a brain. And supposedly it could process a lot better than certain people's. But everyone's beautiful in their own way. And this is just a starting video for every week starting this summer. And I want this whole series about loving yourself to go viral. Because if it does, it might get out around Bowling Green, then in Louisville, then in Lexington, and starts getting around slowly but surely. And it can start out by a group of 5 people going into about 10s to 15,000. You start out small, but that small group grows. And, that brings love into the world. And one day, I hope eventually the bullying stops. Because, you know, every religion had a cruel entity in it, no matter what. Christianity, anything. I'm not just pointing at Christianity, so don't think that I'm not pointing at Christianity. I'm just saying, giving an example. That's the only thing I had on top of my mind. But, you know, my family's full of stupid, crazy people. I have my humongous family side on my dad's side. Then I have my cousins, and they're just crazy, and I love them. The cousins that care for me. I mean, I don't care if the Bodikers ever care for me. I really don't. But we're family. If something happened to me or them, I would be there. But if something happened to me, and let's just say, like, if I were to kill myself, they wouldn't cry at my funeral probably, because I was just so different from them. Which is pathetic. That's your family. That's your life legacy. Breathe life into that. That's your family. That's the thing you should hold close and dearest to you, especially living in the same town. You should be the ones to protect your family, not to sit there and be like one of my friends in Spanish sat there and asked my own cousin, "Hey, do you hate your cousin?" He sits there and says, "Yeah, I do." Okay, I really, quite frankly, I don't care. But if something happened to you, I would care. And if you don't care, that's completely fine. And if he watches this video, I'd be so surprised. I mean, I'm going to be posting this on my YouTube, of course. This is what's going on first. And I'm going to be posting on my Facebook and Twitter and putting around on Snapchat with the certain friends I have. I mean, I'm not popular, but I'm popular to my friends. My friends mean the most to me. I mean, if something were to happen to me or my friends, I always sit there and I tell my friends, I say, what if I would die? What would you do? They just sit there and look at me and be like, you would not. You would not. And I'd be like, why wouldn't I? Huh? And they sit there and be like, because I'd come back and fucking haunt you. You know, have fun with that. And, you know, I used to be in a mental hospital. Yeah, I used to go to Rivendell. That's a mental hospital near in our town. And, I mean, it's because I was suicidal. I mean, yeah, I have moments where I'm like, I want to kill myself. But I'm completely not going to do it. That whole thing just scared me, being ripped apart from my family, you know. It really hurts because you figure out how much your family actually loves you. Because I used to think that my mom, my eye, I used to think that my mom and dad didn't care for me. And just this year, my dad actually came around. And this dramatic move that happened just a couple years ago has been so much. And ever since I've been in that hospital, you know, it's just been so much better. Relationships actually build in my family, and I don't want that bond to end. And you know, my cousin, he's growing up. Of course, I'm the youngest in my family. He's 18. He's graduating this month, and I'm just so proud of him. It's just, I don't want my family to grow up and forget about me. That's what I'm so worried about. And you don't want to sit there and think, why would my family forget about me? And looking at my other cousins on the other side of my family, if I were to grow up and go to college, they would forget about me anyway. That's what they already do. They just pretend I'm not there. And that's just pathetic. You need to get your priorities straight. Being popular is not your priority. Pleasing your family and your mom and dad are your priority right now. You're living under their roof. Because I already know when I'm 16, I'm going to volunteer at a hospital. I'm going to have a job so I can help my parents and, you know, set back money for college because I want to grow up to be a nurse. And if I were to kill myself, I'd never achieve the dream of having children, being happy, you know, getting somewhere. And, you know, I wouldn't like to lose weight. I mean, but that's not my number one priority unless I was, you know, to have a condition or something in my, what is it? Oh, it's my eyelashes. But, you know, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to kill myself over you call me fat. No. I used to be so happy, and then I became so upset, and now I'm back to being happy again. And as long as I please myself and my family, I'm completely fine with it. I'm hiccuping. But, you know, if anyone ever has any trouble at my school, and doesn't think of, like, I'm sitting here and I'm wise enough for all this, I've been through a lot. Surprisingly, I've been through a lot, and I'm only 14. My therapist that I don't go to anymore, which is happy, I have an older mentality. I'm an old soul. I've been through so much. But there's only so much I can do. And every time I look at someone who's crying or upset, I want to sit there and just hug them and absorb so much pain that it hurts me and makes me want to hurt myself. And I have so many people that I've latched on that hurt me so bad to where I wanted to do that, and I completely forgot about them. Which made me proud of myself, because that one person brought me down so far. And now I'm back up. I'm back where the place I need to be. I'm in my place. And my place is to be someone who's healing and helpful to someone. And I think that's what we need in high schoolers. But high schoolers, we don't have that. And I'm surprised that this year, after not having someone to talk to forever, that my Spanish teacher, Miss Woods, actually got somewhere with me. I told her about me and my mom having problems, and she helped me throughout it. I mean, she's like a school mom to me, is what I called her. I called her like a mom to us. And I hope sometime this summer that I can actually have my family meet her and spend some time with us. And, you know, because she's just such a sweet person. And then there's people that sit there in my Spanish class like, she's ugly, she's fat, giving me like all kinds of dirty looks. Okay, if I'm happy with myself and I'm sitting here with my friend being retarded, calling my shoes thongs, because that's what they called it in the old days, that's what they called sandals, go ahead, laugh. It's open, it's free. I really don't care. If I make my friends laugh, that's what makes me happy. If I put a smile on someone's face, that's what makes me happy. And if you're against bullying, I mean, everyone bullies. Don't get me wrong, I've bullied. I mean, yeah, we have racial slurs and stuff. Yeah, I think everyone does. And we're not going to get over that. That's something we can joke around with. But sitting here saying, oh my god, girl, she's so fat. She needs to get her shit straight. She's just so ugly. Look at her. Look at her little double chin. Look at her hair. Look how it's shaved. Look how it's like a boy. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Did you not notice that I have hair? It's right here. And here. It's right here. You know, and yeah. Ooh, look, there's some anime. Make fun of me. Make fun of me. Oh, look, I sleep with stuffed animals. Laugh at me. I really don't care. You don't hurt my feelings. I might be hurt whenever I get home and I yell at my mom for it, but hell, she'd come on and be like, were you bullied today? I'd be like, yeah, and I just go to bed because I crash. Every time someone makes fun of me, that's just another drainage out of me. even if it's not in my face, I can still feel what's going on. And, you know, quite frankly, it doesn't matter. As long as you're happy with you and it's cold. And you're proud of yourself, then keep going, because life's not going to get any easier. It will once you're out of college. Once you're done with college and you're happy in the career you're in, because then all your hard choices are out. You're fine. You're good. And there's let me just die a little bit. But I'm gonna start with my friends and my family and everything, sitting with me, talking about bullying and how they think about it. And, you know, I have a laptop and it's not very good. You know, and I'm gonna do it best, and eventually I'm gonna get recording equipment once I get to my junior year of high school, because I'm gonna be recording on this little camera up top. It's right there. It's right there. Look, I'm pointing at you. It's right there, and there's a little microphone right next to it. And I'm gonna be recording off of this for years, but as long as people watch this and get a little bit of decency for themselves to help pull them out of this just hole they're in, then I'm accomplished. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's a million. Well, I would care. That would make me so proud. I'd be like, yay, I'm Markiplier. I'm going to be super happy. But as long as you love yourself, you know, you should be perfectly fine with it. I mean, I want to be a nurse. I want to sit there and help people. I want to make sure that if they die, you know, I want to be that one person that goes to that family after the funeral and everything and say, you know, if you need help, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. Because that's just something I'm good at. I mean, I could be a good school counselor, but I just don't want to deal with being in such a negative place, because schools are just some of the most negative places. Like, even elementary schools have gotten so negative. In 6th grade, there's a guy I like, let's just call him A. A was sitting there calling his brother, who is B, oh, I guess his sister C, but he doesn't have a sister. He only has a brother because his mom's Gone. He called his little brother gay. And I was sitting, like, right in front of him. I turned around and said, why are you making fun of your little brother? So what if he's gay? You should be still supporting your little brother. My sister's a lesbian and I'm completely fine with her. And I love her to death. I'm proud to be her sister. She's accomplished a lot and she's gone through so much. So why not encourage your brother? If he is or isn't, then it shouldn't matter. As long as he's happy, you know? Let him be him. But I'm rambling. This is my first video. I'll start doing it after school. And when I post this on Facebook, I hope some of my friends give me some information that I should put into a video. People to put in my videos with me. I might be doing it throughout the school year. The end of the school year. School ends June 4th, so if any of y'all at Greenwood or Drake's want to hit me up and, you know, talk to me, you can. I'll post that kind of stuff on Facebook. I'm not going to put it on YouTube because that's just creepy. Sorry. I just don't want people like, hey, I'm from North Carolina or California. I want you to, I can't go to California. Can't go to North Carolina. I can go to South Carolina. It's about that close. Sorry. It's where family lives. Only gotta go to family and or vacation. But message me on. I'll put links onto my Facebook and my I don't have a page or anything, of course. Just go to my account, add me and all that. Message me on here. And I'll try to help as much as I can. But if you're at Greenwood or Drake's Creek, I can go around and help you if you just come up and ask me. And if you don't want to ask me personally, just put it anonymous. Okay, I can't speak. It's too late. Anyway, I'll get you guys later, and love yourself because you're all beautiful. Julia out.